What's up, Flick Pop Nation? Get ready for a news blast that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. We're kicking things off with a look at Lara Trump and her husband Eric Trump as they navigate a very public discussion about the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk. And believe us, there's more to this story than meets the eye. This interview has everyone talking, and we've got the inside scoop. Next up, Eric Trump is doubling down on his powerful statements following Charlie Kirk's assassination, declaring it a hit on our country and warning that a sleeping enemy has been awakened. We're going to unpack these intense claims and explore the ripple effects across the political spectrum. What does this mean for the future? We're staying with the fallout from Charlie Kirk's assassination as we examine Eric Trump's strong rhetoric. He's not holding back, fueling the narrative and pointing fingers in a way that's sparking significant debate. We'll break down his statements and the reactions they're drawing. And we're wrapping up with a look at the broader political implications of these events, dissecting how the recent developments are sending shockwaves through the nation. You won't want to miss this deep dive. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let us know what you think in the comments. Lara Trump and Eric Trump, a tense family interview amidst tragedy. This interview between Lara Trump and her husband Eric Trump on My View with Lara Trump has become a focal point of discussion, not just for its personal nature, but for the sensitive topic it addressed: the tragic death of Charlie Kirk. While Lara attempted to maintain a professional broadcast demeanor, the dynamics of her interview with Eric, particularly his use of pet names like Honey, throughout their conversation about their friend's assassination, have raised eyebrows and fueled commentary on the balance between personal connection and public presentation. Charlie Kirk, a prominent right-wing activist, was tragically gunned down while speaking about gun violence at Utah Valley University. This shocking event cast a somber mood over the interview, with Lara opening the segment by emphasizing family support during difficult times and Eric recalling his deep friendship with Kirk, who he met when Kirk was just 21. Eric shared memories of Kirk's ambitious vision for Turning Point USA and recounted an incident at Georgetown University, where an event they hosted saw a significant portion of the audience walk out. The conversation then pivoted to the Trump family's own political journey, with Eric reflecting on their early days in politics, admitting they were initially unfamiliar with concepts like delegates and caucuses during Donald Trump's first presidential run. The interview also served as a platform to promote Eric's upcoming book, Under Siege, which details his family's experiences, with proceeds going to Turning Point USA. Despite the somber subject matter, the interview concluded with Eric playfully referring to Lara as Honey once more, highlighting the personal dynamic playing out on a public stage. This interview has sparked a range of reactions, with some viewers commenting on the unusual blend of personal endearments and serious political discussion, while others focus on the couple's candid reflections on their family's political legacy and their tribute to Charlie Kirk. The promotion of Eric's book during the segment also drew attention, with many seeing it as a strategic move to capitalize on the current news cycle. Don't go anywhere, because what Eric Trump said next about Charlie Kirk's death is truly explosive. Get ready for the shocking claims Eric Trump made about a sleeping enemy being awakened. Eric Trump declares Charlie Kirk's death a hit on our country. Following the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, Eric Trump has issued a stark warning, characterizing the event not just as a personal tragedy, but as a direct hit on our country and a catalyst that has awakened a sleeping enemy. These powerful words, delivered during an appearance on Fox News' Sunday Morning Futures, draw a parallel to historical moments of profound national impact, suggesting that Kirk's death could be a monumental miscalculation by those responsible. Trump invoked the famous quote attributed to a Japanese admiral after the attack on Pearl Harbor, asserting that the assassination has stirred a resolve not only among young voters, but across the entire nation. He posited that this event could represent the greatest mistake ever made by those who orchestrated it, though he stopped short of identifying specific groups. This strong rhetoric comes in the wake of President Donald Trump's condemnation of what he termed radical left rhetoric, which he blames for inciting violence against conservative figures like Kirk. The president emphasized that such language must cease, highlighting the tragic consequences of prolonged demonization. The aftermath of Kirk's assassination has seen varied responses from political figures. Utah Governor Spencer Cox has urged for national unity and a move away from violent rhetoric, advocating for a return to community values. Senator James Lankford echoed this sentiment, calling for leaders to be disciplined and set examples by pouring water on anger rather than gasoline. However, Eric Trump's statements, alongside those from his father, have been contrasted with calls for unity, with some critics suggesting the Trump family is exploiting Kirk's death for political gain. But Eric Trump didn't stop there, fueling the fire by pointing fingers and making bold accusations. Prepare for the full breakdown of Eric Trump's controversial statements and who he believes is to blame. Eric Trump, assassination of Charlie Kirk has awakened a sleeping enemy. In the wake of the shocking assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, Eric Trump has declared that the event has stirred a powerful, previously dormant force within the nation, likening it to awakening a sleeping enemy. Speaking on Fox News, Sunday Morning Futures, Trump framed Kirk's death as a significant blow not only to the country, but also to the broader conservative movement, Christianity, and fundamental freedoms, warning that the perpetrators may have made a grave error. Trump drew a powerful parallel to the aftermath of the Pearl Harbor attack, suggesting that the assassination has galvanized a wide spectrum of Americans, transcending generational divides. He expressed concern that this could be a pivotal moment, potentially the greatest mistake, made by those behind the violence. While Trump did not explicitly name any individuals or groups, his remarks, along with those of President Donald Trump, have been interpreted as directed towards the radical left. The president had previously condemned the rhetoric used against conservative activists, linking it directly to acts of political violence. This narrative has been met with calls for unity and de-escalation from figures like Utah Governor Spencer Cox and Senator James Lankford, who urge a more constructive approach to political discourse. The reaction to Eric Trump's statements has been intense, with many interpreting his words as an escalation of partisan rhetoric. While some agree with his assessment of a galvanized base, others criticize the lack of specific evidence and the potential for further division. The suspect in Kirk's murder, Tyler Robinson, has been described as quiet and respectful with no prior criminal history, a detail that contrasts with the broad accusations being made. What exactly did Eric Trump say that has everyone talking about a sleeping enemy? We're dissecting the full impact of his statements and the political storm they've unleashed. Eric Trump fuels rhetoric blaming the left for Charlie Kirk's murder. Eric Trump has intensified the political discourse surrounding the assassination of Charlie Kirk, asserting that the act was a hit on our country and potentially the greatest mistake these people have ever made. During his appearance on Fox News, Sunday Morning Futures, Trump consistently used the pronoun they, implicitly targeting Democrats and the left in his commentary on Kirk's murder and his father's political opponents. Trump characterized the left as chaotic and intolerant, suggesting they sought to silence a powerful voice and undermine a significant movement. This aligns with the broader narrative pushed by some Republicans, including former President Donald Trump, who blamed the radical left for the killing even before a suspect was identified. The suspect, Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old with no stated political affiliation, has been described by a neighbor as quiet and considerate. Despite this, accusations have circulated within Republican circles linking Robinson to the political left or transgender ideology. Eric Trump further promoted his new book, Under Siege: My Family's Fight to Save Our Nation, with proceeds directed to Turning Point USA, the organization founded by Kirk. Eric Trump's strong statements have drawn significant attention and criticism, with many accusing him of exploiting Kirk's death to fuel partisan divides. While he claims Kirk changed the soul of the youth vote and was a vital force against perceived indoctrination on college campuses, critics argue that such rhetoric contributes to a toxic political climate. The family's narrative, emphasizing Kirk's impact and the perceived threat from the left, has become a central theme in the ongoing discussion. Did Eric Trump go too far in his accusations, or is he speaking a hard truth? Stay tuned as we break down the full story and its implications. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We covered Lara Trump and Eric Trump's emotional interview about Charlie Kirk's passing, Eric Trump's powerful declaration that Kirk's death was a hit on our country and awakened a sleeping enemy, and the intense rhetoric surrounding the assassination. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to FlickPop for all your breaking news and pop culture updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all social media platforms.